And we are back. My name is Thorn, and this is the Game Design Lexicon. Currently we're fueled on rum and coke, and mysticism and esoterica. So we're currently playing the Cultist simulator. If you haven't already, give us a follow. If you're watching us here on Twitch, or subscribe. If you're watching us on YouTube, which we post these videos to usually approximately 1 week to a month after they broadcast. Our current game here is Dr. Phil McCrevis, the physician. And we are currently staving off despair and trying to advance our purpose in the world. Looks like our painting is doing okay. Get a little bit of restlessness here. Okay, so that gives us a ton of mystique. I tell you what, let's paint with it. And for our inspiration, we'll use that restlessness. We have plenty of money, so I'm not really worried about anything that might cause an issue there. Nice. Fleeting remnants. That'll probably bring some dread along, which is fine. My recent work is considered significant. I may yet earn a living from this, but nothing is certain. Get a little bit of money, dump all that mysticism that we used to deal with it. So, is any new generated? I don't think so. Screw it. Let's just do it again. Excuse me. No. Painting. Mysticism. Or mystique, that is. Our inspiration. How about some fascination? Might as well. It's there. A worthy subject isn't essential, but it's useful. Some subjects will draw the authorities' attention, but aren't those interesting ones? Gotta love painting. Nice. Little bit of dread, little bit of contentment. That'll go away. We also have an acquaintance, Yesbit. Yesbit has always been most comfortable by moonlight. She has excellent night vision. She is often overlooked in daylight. And so let's recruit her. Our cult grows. So far, this is our best playthrough. The reason why it's our best playthrough is we have all of our aspects. We have them all broken down. We are gaining follower after follower. We're staving off dread. And I saw her face. And I'm a believer. What do we got here? Not bad, not bad. A little bit of mystique. A little bit of more mystique. I tell you what, being that the copper's investigating us, let's go back to working at the Institute. That will belay that a little. Actually, let's go ahead and pull off of all of our suspicious activities. We can just go back to working at the Institute, which at most builds up restlessness, which we can deal with because it's not much. We're rich, so I'm not really worried about it. And that'll kill our fascination. That's awesome. Damn it. Double damn it. Sometimes I go too fast for this program to accept. We're being investigated, so let's cool it with everything else. He's probably going to pull some tentative evidence, which I'm fine with. I'll deal with. Easy just to sink back to work at the Institute and deal with dread as it comes along. Shit. Spent that money a little too early. What do we got here? Clues? We don't have any clues. We don't need no stinking clues. We're just working at the Institute. Ain't nothing suspicious about this shit. Oh, come on. Suck in that contentment. You know you want to. Shit. Damn it. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, no tentative evidence. That's, kind of awesome. What do we got going here? I have enough passion. I can walk the dream road to the woods. If I have the right knowledge, I might be able to find the way beyond it. What can we do here? Yeah, I know I can't put that there. Come on, guys. A little bit of fascination in my life. A little bit of Rita in my life. A little bit of Waywoods in my something. What the fuck, dude? Too much rum and coke. Wow, this is definitely our best playthrough yet. How long have we been going? Almost 3 hours? Oh my god. And I've been drinking way too much. Damn it! What are you kidding me? Fucking go in there and thank you. A lot of dread and fascination building. Not that I can do a lot with it. Uh-oh. What? Oh shit, I don't have all my passion there. Let's give that a second to bring itself back. Got a little bit of affliction building down there. That's not always good. Oh, nice. Got ourselves a hanger-on, which we can use our Mirror of Glory. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. And we'll have yet another recruit. Oh. We got our vitality. We don't need anything else. Holy shit, we're rich. I just noticed that, sorry. Nice. Got ourselves a nice little cult building here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 members. 6 members? Looks like the police are starting to notice us. Getting a little dread built up too. Not sure why. God damn it, dude. Really? Okay, let's passion that up. Get rid of some of that. I don't seem to be having a huge issue with dread at the moment, but it might be coming up. You never know. You never know, right? Shit. Are you kidding me? Shit, I probably should have got rid of that restlessness, huh? What do we got here? No cares. Oh, wait. Passion. Restlessness. Gone. Okay. Looks like we're still doing well. Dr. Ibn al-Adim. Dr. Ibn al-Adim, called Alepine, has interested overlooked history. He could use your assistance. This doctor would like my help with his research. Let's take a look and see what he needs. Here's what he needs. Looks like we're getting commissions now. Let's get a little bit more room here. Okay. Dr. Ibn al-Adim, called the Alapine, has offered you a commission. He's looking for a substantial treatise on the secret histories of the world. You'll need matching lore fragments of at least level 4 to complete his commission. Hey, B-Bank Hank. BB Hank 1. Nice. Well, I'm glad you saw it. Unfortunately, politics seems to be something I'm obsessed with lately. Let's see. Matching lore fragment of at least level 4. So that's lock, that's lore, right? Okay, so we'll need to advance that to level 4. Should be fairly easy. Dude, Denmark. Northern Europe. I really envy you guys. Like, especially the Denmark and Northern Van. It's really weird that our right wing seems to deify you guys, which is really odd. But, yeah, you guys are probably the more progressive people in Europe for sure. Let's see. Yeah, social democracy is still capitalism, and socialism is not. Yeah, abortion. Oh my god, dude. The amount of female physical reproductive rights that have been impaired in our society. So I live in Texas, which is currently the worst with that at the moment, which is, it's sad watching all the news about the people who can't get proper health care thanks to our extremely restrictive rights on abortions. Definitely sad. Yeah. Yeah, the bad thing is currently abortion is one of those things that, so here in America we have a mythology about the car. So you have a dog, a dog, right? Just a roof, 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 right, dog. And one of the things that they like to do is they like to chase cars. So a car goes past your house and the dog runs after your car, or this car that passes your house, and it goes roof, 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 right? So the idea is that if this dog ever catches the car, what is this dog going to do with the car? All right? It's angry at the car, but if it catches it, this car is by far more powerful than the dog can imagine. The dog can bite the car, but it's made of metal, and it will never actually do any damage to the car. So the car can just keep driving, right? So here in America, we have a bit of a euphemism with that, saying that in the case of the abortion issue, the Republicans, who are mainly made up of religious people who oppose abortion, have caught the car. And what are they going to do with the car? They're going to try and chew it, which it's metal, and their teeth won't affect it. So the abortion issue is going to eventually work its way back to where it should be, because of course they can't do anything but chew metal, right? Let's see. Sorry, give me a second. Let me catch up with your text here. So, with my political leanings, I am as far left as you go. There's no political leanings here in the United States that are as far left as I am. Narco-syndicalism, which, if you click on the little Doge, the Soviet Doge on my About page, it'll give you an explanation of my political standpoint. So yeah, one of the big problems with religion is it's currently trying to impose, so since as long as I can remember, since I was a kid, so I was born in the early 1970s, right? So I'm over a half a century old at this point, which makes me feel really fucking old. And ever since I can remember, the religious right has been trying to impose their standards on everybody in the country, including things like prohibition. So we may have given up prohibition after the Great Depression, but it's still alive and well in a lot of locations in the United States. A lot of places you have problems buying alcohol on Sunday, for example. Give me a second here. Challenge knowledge. This is a puzzle with missing pieces. I might find those pieces in odd corners of scholarship. Provide erudition, which I don't have, unfortunately. So that'll have to... What did I put in there? Okay, I'm confused. Oh, that's right. I was trying to increase my occultist scrapped. Yeah, so you guys over there in Europe, your view on religion has become a lot more in the vein of how I would prefer a view on religion, that religion is more of an individual thing rather than a group thing. Here in the United States, however, religions still group highly. They group up quite a bit, and that's one of my biggest contentions when it comes to religion. I don't care what you believe in. You can believe in anything you want. It's not going to hurt me. But when you group up with other people who have the same beliefs, and then decide you want to legislate your beliefs to affect other people, then I have a problem with it. And here in the United States, since the beginning of everything, pretty much, since the beginning of our country, we've had that problem. We've had people who've decided to legislate their morality into our religion. For example, we have a very specific form of law in this country called vice law, right? You can watch a lot of specifically old TV crime dramas or crime comedies. One of my favorite being Barney Miller. If you've never watched Barney Miller, it's a really awesome show. But Barney Miller in specific was a vice squad. The entire group of police officers that worked in that area of that TV show. And I know I'm quoting fiction here, but of course, fiction tends to mirror popular reality, right? So Barney Miller was a vice squad, and everything that they dealt with was vice. And in the United States, vice deals with things like drug consumption or prostitution acquisition or anything that seems to be legislated by morality. And morality is something that doesn't really have a place in law. Law has to do with what is right and wrong. And when it comes to religious morality, again, way too much rum and coke. Our Constitution has specific provisions in it that eliminate the ability of religion to basically push its morality onto other people. And that's been a staple in United States law since as long as I can remember. Sorry, give me a second. Let me catch up with your text here. So left to center by Danish standards, one of the things, again, if you notice that I mentioned earlier, we don't have left-leaning politics here in the United States. So by saying that you're not far left-leaning politics as being center, if you are center politics in Denmark, then you are far left here in the United States. Chances are you're probably Social Democrat, which we have maybe 2 or 3 or maybe 4 politicians in our House of Congress that have the same ideals as you do. Yeah. So one of the things you have to remember is that you are a extreme minority here in the United States. Your beliefs on social democracy are not only an extreme minority here, but if you were here in the United States, you'd be called a Marxist and a communist. People like Bernie Sanders or Cortez or Emilio Hahn, you're a Marxist. That's how you'd be demonized here, because we don't really believe in left-wing politics here. If you're not right, you don't belong. You're a communist. You're a socialist. Let's see. Sorry, still catching up with your comments. Cultural impact on, not really. So it's like religion non-existent. So you guys don't really allow your religion to delve too deeply into your politics, which I admire immensely. European religiosity, at least in Western Europe, is greatly advanced from here, how it is in the United States. In the United States, we have a large amount of especially evangelical Christians who don't really take the separation of church and state seriously. We have what's called a Christian nationalist population who is extremely still substantial. They believe that our country was founded on Christian principles, which is laughable, because if you look at the types of Christians that we have today as opposed to the type of Christians that were not necessarily a majority of the people who found our country, because we did have a decent amount of Christians as our founding fathers, but we had a lot of people who weren't Christians as our founding fathers. For example, Thomas Jefferson was a deist. Benjamin Franklin was a deist. And deists are not Christians. When you think about that, it's not nearly the type of Christianity we have in our country today. Jesus wasn't white. Jesus wasn't a gun supporter. And we have a lot of people today who wouldn't really take that to heart. Center is Social Democrat. So that's what you call the Overton window, and that depends on the politics of your country. So if you're saying Central is Social Democrat today, then Center in our country is extremely far left. People like Bernie Sanders or Cortez or Oman, those people are as far left as you get in our government. There is no further far left. And you are currently describing those as centrists. So our most extreme left in our country's government is center to you. So want to make sure that you know that. We have no left party. We have no communists, no truly socialists, no anarcho-syndicalists. We have none of that in our country, because that is demonized in our country. So terms and boxes. Center globalist. If you're globalist, that's actually kind of awesome. I love the fact that you describe yourself as a globalist. Here in the United States, globalist is a synonym for Jewish. People who say globalist typically mean anti-Semitism. When somebody says globalists are trying to take over our country, they mean that the Jews are trying to take over our country. So I support your identification as a globalist. It certainly runs afoul to that type of philosophy, which is awesome. Let's see, but I still support free market. So if you support free market, then you would look at the world and say that there's no such thing as a free market. I'd like you to point out anywhere in this world where we have a free market, because we are still capitalism supports a very imperialistic or neo-imperialistic society, which is very non-free market. There is no free market in our world. If you think there's a free market in our world, you are fooling yourself. All markets are governed by violence that are backed by neo-imperialism. If you want a good example, take a look at American interventionalists in South America. Look at how America has completely fucked up. The United States of America has completely fucked up the South American economy. Look at companies like United Fruit or our old oil companies in the early 1900s, and look at how we've completely fucked up these countries. We don't even know what a free market is. Free market is we go in with violence. We overthrow your government. We make sure that we install a government that is sympathetic to our purpose of extracting your resources. And that's how we work, because we are imperialists. Let's see where we got our politics. Get more libertarian, more right you go. So libertarian, you remember that you do have two very distinct axes on the Overton window, right? So just to kind of clarify, you have right to left, right? So right being conservative, left being progressive, right? Meaning that you're trying to conserve the current system that we have, left meaning that you're trying to take new ideas and progress our society to somewhere a little bit better than what we have. That's the idea between right and left, right? Conservative or progressive, or maintaining the current system that we have, as well as taking new ideas to progress our system. But there's another axis to the Overton window, and that is libertarian to authoritarian. In my case, I am a libertarian, right? When you look at anarcho-syndicalism, it's idealistically on the libertarian point of view, meaning that I believe that in an idealistic world that we don't need authoritarianism. So when you talk about libertarianism, you're talking about the people's ability to govern themselves rather than somebody who is enforcing a specific type of belief. And when it comes to like me personally, I believe that you can't achieve the type of government that I idealize without authoritarianism. That at some point in time, authoritarianism has to take a place when it comes to eventually breeding a form of liberalism, right? People are more inclined to too much rum and coke. People are inclined to too much authoritarianism, right? They tend to gravitate to systems of strongmans and fascism and such, and that without authoritarianism to actually push them to non-authoritarianism styles of government, they're never going to move that way. They're never going to be able to, I guess, realize like John Stuart Mill's idea of actual utilitarianism, to be able to be the type of person who knows what their society needs and to be able to provide that without relying on an authoritarian to push them into that, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I gotta pee really bad. So, and we're supposed to be on a break, and I'm sitting here proselytizing, so I'll be back shortly.